Hey, my name is Dawn, and we are going to be playing some Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition today. I am running a one-shot. It is an adventure called Dib's Impregnable Fortress. It's part of a dozen adventures published in something called Prepared by Kobold Press. They are a variety of adventures, I think, from 1st to 15th level, so things you can get prepared, hence the name, I guess, very quickly and run your characters, even if you're doing something at the last minute. This is actually being run by a bunch of professional DMs at the inaugural edition of Kobold Chronicles, which is a live game playing session taking place today. I thought it would be kind of fun to do the same thing with a few of my players. So if you want, you can check out Prepared on Kobold Press. I have nothing to do with them. I don't get any commission. I really liked preparing this adventure and running my characters through it. So perhaps you will too. So let me talk to you a bit about how I prepared it. First of all, I'm in love with James's art. You can check him out on James's RPG art on Patreon. There's a link in the description below. I use a lot of his art in all of my campaigns. This is from the Lost Mine of Phandelver. I thought it was a great little picture of a town for this particular campaign as well. So I wanted to set this in Faerun, close to Phandalin, a little bit more down the Tribord Trail. And so I set this in the town called Westron, which is a small town in the foothills. There are lots of shepherds there who bring sheep up into the hills and into the lower mountains for pastures, and it's generally a pretty quiet town. They're not very self-sufficient though, and rely quite heavily on trade from Phandalin and from as far away as Neverwinter. And thus the problem. So when some kobolds got punted out of their community, their tribe, they took up residence along the main trade road that leads to the town of Westron. And they attacked a rather large wagon, took possession of it, flipped it over and turned it into a bit of a fort, and have been raiding wagons and carts that are on their way to Westron ever since. So our heroes are being tasked by the mayor of Westron to go deal with these goblins, and they will be paid handsomely for it. So I play using a combination of Discord for audio. I use D&D Beyond for character sheets and for running encounters and the game log and such. And I use Owlbear Rodeo as my VTT. It's super lightweight. I love that I can load really high quality artwork into it, and I just find it super easy to use. So let me take you through how I prep this adventure. So you can see I have some artwork here that I'll use as part of the adventure. I have a map in case I want to show them a map of the Sword Coast. I think it's a DM map, but it's fine. And then I've redone the isometric maps that come with the module in Dungeon Craft to create one above ground map and one below ground map. So let's take a look at the above ground map. So Westron be this away and Phandalin be this away. So top of the map is north. And what I expect is the characters are going to come down this path from Westron after a little bit of an introduction and find this wagon right here. I tried my best in Dungeon Craft. I'm still very new to doing maps. I think the terrain turned out okay, but it was hard to do an upside down wagon. This here, that looks like an eggplant, it is actually a big midden heap slash latrine. So it's this vile, disgusting liquid that they're using as a moat on the back side of the wagon. And on the front side of the wagon, if you zoom in on the artwork, you can see there are some arrow slots that they're going to be shooting through to try and defend the wagon. I want to say I'm always worried about killing low-level characters. So although the module calls for them to throw like acid or heated oil or something out of here and do arrow volleys, I think I'm just going to have a couple of goblins up here who are shooting out of these arrow holes and can shoot out of like a barred window on the door and barred windows on the sides of this entry area. So let us grab some. So these are my characters up here. We'll introduce them as part of the adventure. Let's grab some goblins and get this populated. So, goblin. I'm using a variety of creature art from Forgotten Adventures and some from David North, who does wonderful, wonderful art. So let's name our goblins, because they're going to be quite vocal and talking to one another and hopefully provide the party with a little bit of comic relief. So we'll have Drux, who will be hiding up here, and we will make him hidden so the characters can't see him when they get to the map. And we will have Mux, who's the squeakier of the two goblins, and he will be down here. And also hidden from the party's view, at least until they're able to look through these arrow slits with dark vision or something. So that's basically the very beginning of the encounter. So a party of 5 people, most of them very, very experienced with Dungeons and Dragons, very experienced with dealing with goblins, will come walking down the path, and they would easily clean up 2 goblins, except these goblins are undercover and will be firing arrows at them. And hopefully I don't have like characters go down right at the very beginning, because I've added 1 extra goblin into the adventure. And if things get too easy, I think Dib, the leader of these goblins, will actually be a goblin boss, and I'm pretty confident I will need to do that in the game. Even though the first level, if they're rolling really good and with experienced players, they can take an equal number of goblins without too much of a problem. So let's go down below. So my plan is to have these 2 goblins guard the fort for as long as they can. When one of them drops, if the other one can make it out alive, they will go down a hole down into the hollowed out caves below. So let's go down there. So this is what it looks like. You can see the fog is a little bit dimmed. I don't want to show the characters everything. So this is the character view. I've put some fog in this map already. This is the interior of the wagon. And owlbear's great when I want to get rid of the fog. I just use this icon here, and I can toggle the fog on and off. So it shows up as a crosshatch on my screen, but on the character screen, it'll look exactly like that. So without further ado, let's just toggle that back on, and we'll talk through this part of the dungeon. So, like I said, one of the two goblins will hopefully be able to escape down this ladder here to warn their friends to prepare for an ambush down below. So the characters will come down this ladder into this kind of hallway here. The hallway will be empty of goblins. They will actually be in their sort of sleeping area down here, which is where they have some crates. They have a little campfire going, and they will set up an ambush in this area to ambush the party. So the party will come down down this ladder, will come creeping along here, will come creeping along here. The module has a wonderful trap with, I think, a DC 12 to notice it. I believe if there's a fighter taking up the front, unless anyone's super suspicious, they probably won't notice it, so we'll get to knock off some hit points there. This area is a little bit more developed than the modules, so I wanted the creatures to have something to hide behind so they could duck behind cover when the characters got an attack in. I'm hoping the characters will not be so bold as to just come storming in and stand out in the open, but you never know. And so I'll probably put a couple in this area and one in here and one in here. And then Dib will be hiding behind the crates to protect himself. So let's grab some more goblins. Goblin. So the goblin who runs away from up top, I think they're going to be sad that their mate was murdered. And so they'll run out and try and attack the party with a scimitar and shield. So let's just put them here. I don't know what their name will be. It'll hopefully be one of Drux or Mux. And they will be behind some cover so the party won't see them. Then I need another goblin. I'll make them an archer. And then 2 more goblins to bring us up to 4 remaining. And then Dib will be this guy who looks quite ferocious. Some David North art. So this will be Dib. And he's going to be hiding 100% behind the crates, so he will be completely out of sight from the party. This one will be standing by this sleeping mat. We will call him Goosh. And they will be fearless, hoping to pick off somebody as they come around the corner and step into the trap, and then duck out and take shots at them. And then here we will have somebody named Fish. Fish will be behind cover, and they will step out and shoot and try and murder the party when they can. And then we have Ish standing over here. So relatively straightforward. Lots of creatures in hiding, which will hopefully be able to duck out and take shots at the party. This person, who will be either Drux or Mux, will charge the party and try and create a bottleneck here, unless they're killed in one hit. There's some crates that the party will have to haul back, and hidden in the throne, in Dib's throne, is a bunch of cash from the merchants, and also some gold that was being delivered to Mare. So you can see, super quick prep. If you're using the maps from Kobold Press themselves, obviously even way easier to prep. I just upload some art that I can have up on the screen for my players in Owlbear while I'm talking to them, and away we go. So let's get this started, shall we?
Okay.
Okay, there you go.
That's actually fine for me. That's
Good.
problems.
Good.
Yeah.
As long as it doesn't distract from what people are saying and stuff.
Yeah, I got it set to a good volume.
I mean, I'm usually listening to my own personal music at pretty high volume, so that's no big deal.
Yeah, but you gotta make sure you hear people talking too.
Just a whole bunch of like Britney Spears coming from his room.
It's usually
I've
like
been listening
Cannibal
to a lot of
Corpse.
Stevie Ray Vaughan lately.
Yeah. Well, usually it's Cannibal Corpse, but yeah.
All right, so the intrepid adventurers set out from the town. It's dawn right now. Beautiful, beautiful sunrise coming over the mountains behind you with your long shadows stretching out onto the beat up, old, bumpy, potholed road. Your spirits are pretty good, actually. There's some insects buzzing away and some birds chirping, cows mooing in the fields. Things seem quite normal. This whole talk of dreadful goblins setting up by the side of the road and a camp attacking wagons and carts as they pass just seems so far away, so distant to what's going on with you right now. You find that there's kind of like a strange darkness that seems to set in just before 7 a.m. And you kind of look back over the mountains and you can see these kind of dark clouds start rolling over top of them. You've seen weather like this in the past. It's kind of haunting if you've ever gone up into the hills with the shepherds when they're getting their flocks up to the really tasty grasses. You've watched these clouds, and it's really interesting. The low clouds, they're really, really dark, and they're so low that when they come over the tops of the mountains, they actually kind of tumble and spill, and you can see a lot of the clouds just sort of almost like an avalanche come sweeping down the slopes of the mountains towards you. And that's the kind of day it seems like it's going to turn out to be today. You know, pretty sure by 8:30 or 9 a.m., you're probably going to be facing some weather and some rain. It's a good thing he mentioned lots of gold, because being out in the rain this time of year is not the best thing to do. Your nose is going to get cold. You're going to start to feel kind of clammy. The wools that you've got on are keeping you nice and warm right now, but when those things get wet, you're going to weigh 10,000 pounds. You're going to feel like crap. But hey, you got each other, and pretty soon you're going to be rich. So what the heck, eh? Down the road you go, and you can hear a little bit of thunder rumble in those clouds. More to the south of you, it looks like Phandalin is going to get hit worse than Western is going to get hit. Thank goodness for small things. So, you walk along a little bit more. Anyone feel the urge to chit-chat or anything like that? Anyone thinking of trying to keep the party spirits alive?
Well, I think Ananias would, in anticipation of the rain, he starts. You guys ever play that clapping game as a kid where you're imitating a rainstorm?
No.
No.
Oh,
What, do you mean the one where you're supposed to try and chase it away, telling it to come back another day? Is that the one you're on about?
actually,
Not so much a happy game as just like chance, but
Actually, he's drumming with his fingertips on his hand drum to like imitate rainfall because he's like ooh, rain.
I mean, no, this sounds like a Feywild thing, but you know, if you want to make some music while we're walking, we can make some music, bud.
Hey, okay, make some music.
It's very nice for you to give us the sound before we get the wet.
Bastion's going to follow. Bastion's going to follow Anias's lead, and he's going to pull out his lyre and just pluck a few notes along with him.
Nice.
And
All
Hope
right.
is just looking at him and is like, better not encourage the rain. It's easier to get you ready sooner.
Hey, you guys, you know how to fix a broken pumpkin?
No, I don't.
With a pumpkin patch.
I was laughing.
Okay. Hope just chuckles and rolls her eyes a bit, but aside from that, she just doesn't say anything.
You're lucky I'm really resistant to psychic damage. I can feel my brain melting.
Aleda's like, I felt this storm coming before it happened, so I'm like, she's like, you know, rubbing her temples, and she's just like, Elias, you need to take it down to a 4, buddy. Like, chill.
So Anias drums a little less forcefully.
She's like, I love you, buddy, but just, you're so excitable. You're like a puppy.
Go on, you start playing and I'll follow along. How's that sound, Denias? Quietly, so we don't disturb our poor librarian.
And I will sway and try to kind of dance, but I kind of trip more than I dance.
And Hope just kind of walks along behind, not inclined to dance or join in with the music making, but still listening and enjoying. And watching the dancing.
Nice. All right. So true to form, about 10 to 9 in the morning, the clouds start to pitter-patter on you a little bit, and you're making your way along the road. What's really nice is it's really quite rocky in this area, and so once the carts wear away a bit of the topsoil, there's some rocks that you can walk on. So if you walk on the sides of the road or the middle of the road or something like that, you can keep your feet out of the mud and keep your feet relatively dry. The rain is light enough now where the capes that you have, they're in this town, since it rains so much, you're often waxing some of your outer clothing to try and keep some of the moisture out. So, and that's enough to keep you relatively dry right now. And lo and behold, as you are walking along, just up ahead, you see what you think might be the area in question. Let me put you on a map, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
So I will drag your tokens out, and you can reposition yourselves as you want. So we have Aleda, we have Bastion, Shim, Hope, and Anias. And you can put your names under your characters as well. If you just click on your token, you can add names as you want to. So right now, Hope, for instance, is about 50 feet from the cart. It's a little bit treed here, so you're not sure that if there's anyone in the cart right now, they would necessarily see you. You don't see any activity around the cart right now. You do see it's flying a flag. It looks like a red piece of cloth that's been stuck in the bottom of the cart. And it looks like it's got like a crude skull or something with pointy teeth drawn or painted onto it.
I'm going to go check this out.
Do you think we should try talking to them, or should we just try and attack them?
Do any of us know Goblin?
Let me check. No. I know lots of weird languages, but I don't know Goblin. She's like she's like counting on her fingers. She's like, no, I haven't learned Goblin yet. Working on it, but I haven't learned it yet.
Anaya says, do they speak Sylvan? I know Sylvan.
Maybe they speak Common.
Shimmy's pushed herself to the front of the group and is starting to move towards the wagon.
Yeah, Bastion will stay about 5 feet behind her, just in case.
Aleda will stay near the back. Because she's like, I'm squishy.
Shimmy, are you just walking out in the open, or are you trying to be a little bit stealthy?
Nope. I'm not trying to. I want to talk to them, so I don't want to sneak up on them.
Okay, so hold it right there. Shimmy, you are pretty confident that this indeed is the goblin lair. And the way you can tell is there's this really interesting aroma coming from this general area. So, and what catches your eye is just behind the wagon. It looks like some sort of a moat, or more accurately, a latrine has been dug. And it seems there's an effervescence coming from that general area. And every once in a while, when the wind shifts from behind you to just slightly to your right, you get a big waft of goblin midden / latrine come blowing your way.
Oh, that's...
Well, that's one myth set aside.
This is probably it, then.
I didn't know goblins bothered to go in one place.
Smelly.
Oh, indeed, yeah. So...
Sorry, it was funny.
At
All
least
right.
Starts chuckling, and she's like, she just walks away for a second to let her chuckles out.
At
Shimmy,
least we can walk away from the smelly.
As you catch this pleasant aroma of goblin leftovers, as you catch this waft of goblin ahead, and you wipe your slightly teary eyes from the sudden assault of the stench, what would you like to do?
I would like to kind of keep walking just regularly, but looking around to see if I see, do I see any figures moving that I didn't see before? I want to look around as I'm approaching.
Can I cast Mage Armor, please?
Yeah, absolutely, you may.
Should I say I cast it now, and then if there's combat, I cast it at the start of combat? Because I know how Avray works, or...
No, you can absolutely cast it right now. So just to something I should clarify, you don't need to type out your rolls in the rolls channel. You can actually just push stuff on your character sheet.
Okay, so you're okay.
Yeah, so if you just cast it from your spells section, it should burn the spell slot and apply the mage armor
What
hopefully.
about stuff like your con save spells and stuff?
That's on
Yeah,
there.
same thing. So just click on your con save modifier or click on your to hit modifier if you want to do a to hit roll. And then if you do hit, if you click the damage dice in the actions area, it'll actually roll damage for you.
Because because with the fire, like for firebolt, for example, like so if I'm not gonna just do my mage armor, but because it just says at will, but then there's like for like let's say mind sliver, but there's no, it says intelligence 14, but there's no way to hit, like I can't select it to click it. It's just a damage thing.
Yeah, so in that case, I just roll the intelligence saving throw for your adversary, whether that be
Okay,
a party member or a goblin.
Okay, and then if it hits, and then you tell me. Okay, that sounds
Yeah.
good.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah. So
and also Stephanie's having trouble with the connection. By the way, I don't know if you saw that.
It just keeps dropping it. I don't know what's the matter with it. It just randomly drops me from the call and I can't hear anything. It's fine. I think it's gonna stay put now. Hopefully.
Okay. Well, if you have any issues, if you miss a part of the conversation and suddenly you rejoin and we're saying, Stephanie, it's your turn, you can always ask for some clarification and I'll let you know what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Did my mage armor come up?
It did not show up in the game log, but it shouldn't actually. It should just apply it to your armor class.
It did not. I will.
Really?
No, it's D&D Beyond, so.
Let me see.
D&D Beyond isn't perfect, so.
Did it burn the spell slot?
Yeah, it did, but it doesn't. It never manually does it. You actually have to go in and fix it yourself.
Well, that's crappy.
Yeah, you have to actually physically do it yourself. Just anybody who has mage armor, if you ever have anybody who uses mage armor, tell them to fix it. You have to override your thing, just so you know. You might even want to make a homebrew item for it. It's so stupid. Just an FYI.
Interesting.
This is my FYI, because I've had trouble with it before. But I wanted to see what you wanted to do with that. But okay,
so if I do an override, yep. Okay, so an override works.
Yeah, I'll just do an override. Yep. Alrighty, I'll fix that right now while we are playing.
Oh, I fixed it.
Oh, you fixed it already?
Note to self: don't play around with mage armor.
It's easy to do. It's easy to fix.
Yeah.
Yoo-hoo! Goblins, are you ready to change your evil ways? Yoo-hoo!
Shimi, give me a perception roll, please. All right. From this distance, you can hear a little bit of sort of loud speaking coming from presumably inside the wagon. It's a little bit muffled, but they're yelling loud enough where you can vaguely overhear,
Hey, Mux. Ha! What do you think? Should we take them out? Oh, yeah, they don't look very strong at all. I think, 2 shots, they're dead.
Well, that's not very nice at all.
If you repent, it won't hurt as much.
Hey, you. What do you want?
Come out.
you hear from inside. Sorry, Shimi, you said come out?
Come out.
Yeah, I don't think so. Listen, if you got any valuables, do yourself a favor and just lay them on the rocks in front of the wagon. Otherwise, piss off and get on your way.
Well, you tried your thing. It's time for me to try my thing.
Hope just start giggling at that.
Bastion's going to start moving forward and drawing both his scimitar and short sword.
Shimi is going to kind of step back and frown and go, I guess.
Hey, big guy, no further. Come any closer and you're goblin arrowed.
Can we see any kind of like arrow slit in the
Yeah, you can see a couple of arrow slits on the wagon, sort of right here and right here. And you can even see that there's some bars in the door on this north side of the wagon. It looks like there's been a crude shack that's been put up here that might give entrance to the wagon itself.
Does anybody have a way to fire them up so they're cleansed?
I have a way of setting some fire, but I don't think my fire will ignite anything. Unfortunately, I'm not a druid. But I don't know. Could I? Would I be able to see one of them with a firebolt done? If I tried to aim, would I be able to aim from where I'm standing into one of the slits?
You could. They're under a considerable amount of cover, but you can definitely do it, yeah.
Be like disadvantage, probably?
No, it would be -5.
-5? Okay.
Yep.
Let's try.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah, so you fire a firebolt, and you hear a ow!
God damn it!
And I will invite you all to roll initiative for me, please.
Figure, let's start the party. Nice initiative roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, look
How's
at
it on,
my
Bastion?
initiative. 4.
It's good that you hang back.
Alita's hiding behind a tree. Like a coward. She was like, I think I could hit them from here. My calculations seem to be accurate. And then she's like, oh no. What did I do?
Hey, Aleda.
Yeah,
That was a great shot.
I'm not here.
But I can see you.
Stephanie, are you able to get us an initiative roll?
Not sure if she's even connected right now.
I see her on Discord.
She was having
There she goes.
Yeah, she was having some issues like the call dropping and stuff.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
mentioned that in the OOC, I think.
Okay.
No, Don, is there any way you could roll her initiative?
Yeah, I can. I normally try and let you roll your own character stuff, but let's get her into the fight and get things started. All right. +1 modifier. Ooh, fuzzy dice. Give me a 6 for her.
You don't like the fuzzy dice?
Oh, I love the fuzzy dice. Also, when I'm recording, they're nice and soft sounding. So some of my other dice like explode when I get natural 20s, and it's a little distracting. Bastion, big guy, you are up. What would you like to do?
Oh, man. Well, we tried being nice, so I'm coming in. It's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and see if he can open this door.
All right, you grab the handle and you yank on it, and it is solid. This thing does not seem to give way easily.
Is it a push door? Seems like more of a push door.
It's a pull door, actually.
Right. This does not fill me with confidence.
So we'll treat that as a free object interaction for now. What else would you like to do?
Well, it's safe over here. I can't get in. The door's stuck. Might take me a minute to break it down. He'll take an attack on it. See if he can chop it into pieces.
Okay. Give me a roll to hit.
Yeah. Scimitar.
Whack. Ooh, you do hit the door. Let's do some damage to it. All right, that is a pretty solid swipe, my friend. You take a chunk out of the door and it goes flying, and all of a sudden you see some movement just beyond the window in the door.
Can I see, or is it just too dark?
It's too dark inside.
Right.
Do you have any kind of dark vision?
Nope.
I do.
All right, you can lead the way. And then he'll take his last 5 feet and move back.
Okay.
And then he'll be like, I need some light. Help me.
All right.
Oh, and that's it.
So, from that angle, you can't be hit by the slit in the door, but there is a small slit on the side of this thing that seems like they might be able to get a pot shot off.
Sure.
Anais, what would you like to do? Chris, you might be muted.
Sorry, I'm on push to talk right now.
No worries.
I just, because Cherlyn and I, sometimes we can hear each other. I just wanted to try and get ahead of that.
Okay.
All right, so just to be sure, I cannot see any of them from where I am.
No, you've definitely heard some voices from inside. Somebody let out a goblin screech when Aleda let loose with a firebolt at the wagon, but you have not seen any goblins yet, no.
Okay. Since Bastion's right up there, to start, Anais is going to give Bastion some bardic inspiration as a bonus action.
Nice. All right. Bastion, you are inspired, my friend.
I feel great.
I don't know how to do that from my D&D Beyond sheet, so I'm going to fire that through an app.
Yeah, no problem. So I have nice little tokens that I add to characters. So you can see on Bastion and Owlbear, he should have a little bardic inspiration by his name. Chris, you should have a counter, not in actions, but under the features of your character. There's probably a counter for bardic inspirations.
Yeah, I on my D&D Beyond sheet, you mean?
Yep.
Yeah, I found that.
Sorry, let me learn English and I'll get back to you as a DM.
Oh, your English isn't that bad.
Thank you.
All right, so that's bonus action. I guess maybe Anais will probably move into another position.
Yeah, just to remind you, if you put a tree between you and the wagon, you're likely to be under half cover. If you hide behind Bastion, you're probably under 3/4 or full cover. Although I'm not sure your friend would love that.
I'd protect him.
Because are you saying Bastion's bigger than a tree trunk?
maybe wider than these trunks.
Have you seen my pecs? I am massive.
Bastion should be friends with Katya in our city.
So, Anais, is your goal to be under partial cover?
Yeah, Naya's moved up next to Aleda.
Okay. Sounds great. Shimi. Shimi the negotiator. What would you like to do?
Shimi is going to scream out, "Second chance to be good." She's going to rush up beside Bastion, and she's just going to bash where he bashed.
Okay.
Oh, the door's open. He cracked it open.
No. Just a chunk. It is not
okay.
open yet. Yep.
Gotcha. Oh, I could have taken a second attack. All right.
Can I get there?
Yep, absolutely. And Bastion, let's retcon and give you a second attack if you're going to take a second swing at it. So let's do Bastion first.
I don't think an 8's going to hit the door.
No, you actually hit the iron rim on the window frame because you're a little bit panicked maybe about the movement that you saw back there. And yeah, it's a little embarrassing, but nobody saw. So other than maybe the goblins.
Bastion, you can roll your bardic inspiration.
Nope, this was beforehand.
That was before.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And as Shimi swings her warhammer, she's going to say, "Next will be your head. Repent."
All right. Give me a hit roll. Whack. You seem to just hit it in a weird way where one corner of your hammer hits it more than the full force of the hammer. And you feel like if you just hit it a little flatter, you could have made a really nice impact right beside Bastion's little cutout. But alas, the door holds. Shimmy, anything else?
Next time, be head, and I'll hit harder.
All right. So, Shimmy, you hear from just inside the door.
Drux says hi.
And you see an arrow come flying out toward your face. 17 to hit.
Miss.
Ooh, a glancing blow. Probably your helmet took the force of it. 3 points of damage to you.
Okay.
Okay. And next up, Mux is going to take a pot shot at Hope since she's standing out in the open. Oh! You hear what sounds like an arrow actually coming loose off the string, and the higher pitched voice going, "Oh, that's not right. Mux, bad Mux." And it is Hope's turn. Stephanie, if you're with us, what would Hope like to do?
I'm with you. Quick question. How far is it from me to the wagons where
It's 30 feet to put you right beside the wagon.
Okay. Is it possible for me to get there too? Because Hope would have seen them try to break a way in. Would it be possible for her to get there to try with her mace?
I don't think you can quite make it to the door. Let me see. No, unless you've got 35 feet of movement, you could not get to where Shimi is.
No, I don't.
And from Bastion's position, you can't really hit the door.
still move as close as possible. So, how big are these squares?
5 feet. So we'll put you on a proper square. Let me just remeasure from there. Nope.
Trying to... 2 seconds. Is there a way to zoom on this?
Scroll
Yep.
wheel.
Can't see a zoom button. Alright, well, I'm asking because I can barely see the lines on the map, but I figured if I zoomed in, I'd be able to see them properly. I think that might be a computer quality problem, but I was hoping if I zoomed in, it'd fix it.
Maybe just let me know in words what you want to try, and I can always move your token around as well.
I want to get as close to it. I want to get as close to the wagon as possible with my 30 feet of movement speed.
Yep.
And
Yeah, you can get adjacent to the wagon wherever you want. So do you want to go like beside the barrel? That would put you right in front of one of the arrow slots, though. You could try and hide behind the barrel.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I can move my token.
Okay. That's okay, I got you.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you. And it could work both ways. I could shoot back into there with my crossbow, couldn't I?
Yep. Yeah, you could definitely try.
I think I'll do that then.
Okay. Give me a shot. Whack. So your crossbow unfortunately doesn't even make it through the arrow slit. It just thuds into the side of the wagon. Mux goes,
Oh well.
Hee. Come back for some lessons, but bring some loot.
anything else, Hope?
Hope just ignores them. She's like, yeah, we'll see who's laughing in a minute. And aside from that, she just pays them no attention.
Great. Aleda, you are up. What would you like to do?
Alrighty, from where I'm standing, can I see, like, into the, like, inside at all? Into the slits?
You have dark vision?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you can see through the slits dimly. As you were moving, you could see that there was likely one of the goblins standing just here, just back from the entry sort of hall that they made for it. The other goblin was not seen to you at this point.
Can I try and cast, like a saving throw spell at him? 60-foot range? Like, would I be able to see him to do that?
So...
Or would I
think,
like, have better spot if I was, like, right over here?
Yeah, from this position, because he... let me actually put him...
I was here, yeah.
Yeah, let me put him on the map, because at times you'll be able to see him, and at times you won't, and I can just
like,
hide, or...
Oh, are these the spokes, too? Like, or were these, like, where the slits are? Those little black marks?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry. It's just, like, I wasn't sure where we were looking. Okay,
So let me drag out a couple of archers, and I can give them names, so you'll feel bad murdering them. Oops. I only got one.
Well, I didn't feel bad about killing Fel with, last Monday, so, not necessarily.
Well, I can try and make... Sorry?
They stole this cart. They're thieves.
Yeah, exactly. So, one of them is named Drux and one of them is named Mux. And Mux seems to be the troublemaker that is down here. And right now is not visible to anyone. And Drux, Aleda, seems to be sort of in this area.
From
looking up that way.
So
I have.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I just wanted to let him know I have dark vision, and I'm where the opening in the doorway is.
Oh yeah, you saw him shoot you in the face. Or he tried to anyway.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
When
so
I'm
I will leave Drux visible, and probably Shimi, you could even see Mux in the back. But Bastion, you'll have to pretend that you can't see them. Hope wouldn't see them from her angle. Aleda, you would see Drux as you're moving out from around the tree.
Okay. For the guy that I can see, I'm gonna try and get him. I'm gonna try and cast Mind Sliver. So he needs to do an intelligence.
Nice. Not their best saving throws. Ooh, he gets a 3.
All right, he's gonna take 1d6.
All right.
I mean, not very much. I'm getting 3s today, which is half as much as does, so it's not that bad.
Yep.
5,
Not bad at all.
10, 15, 20, 25.
Mux, my head, what are they doing to me?
And Shimi, you can see Drux like holding his head and bending over at the waist and not looking very happy at all.
I got up there earlier with that same amount of movement. 5, 10, 15, 20.
There is a measuring tool as well. It looks like
Yeah, it's like down here, but I did it in a weird way, and I was like, how did I do that? And then as a bonus action, she's going to use her psionic ability to message Bastion and say, I'm coming to light your scimitar. But I don't want to get hit. So she's hiding. She's not hiding, but she's crouching beside the tree, just trying not to get in sight so she doesn't get So she sends that to Bastion because that's a bonus action.
Great.
Got it.
Anything else, or is that it?
That's it.
Okay, Bastion, you are up.
Shimmy's got the door now. You got that, or you want me to keep whacking at it, Shimi?
I don't know how much I'm ready to try to tip this freaking thing. Oh, how heavy is this thing? Just for information.
It's a wagon that's about 10 feet wide and about 20 feet long. It's heavy, but you could probably lift it if a couple of you worked at it.
That's what I mean. The two big. I'm strong, and says Bastion. I think we could probably dump it over, but I don't know how to. I don't know how we can communicate that fairly, as far as battle goes. I'm DM adjudicate.
Yeah, if you want to take like a second and say a sentence or two to work out some strategy at the top of the round, I'm okay with that. You can't have a conversation. Somebody could make some suggestion and somebody else could agree.
Bastion, let's dump their ass.
All right.
I'll do a lifting motion.
Sure. Is this going to be a help action type of thing, or is this going to be we each roll individually?
That is a great question.
Will he have to wait till my initiative, since I'm after any?
Technically, yes. Technically, he would have to hold his action. And then you'd both have to be like on the same side of the cart. I would highly recommend lifting from the side, not from the end. Otherwise, I don't even know how that would work. But Yeah, they've got kind of a strange rule for it. It's the help action, but it's not going to give you advantage on the strength check. It's going to modify the DC.
Okay. All right. Aleda's coming down to me. I'm going to take the closer one if you can get around to the farther side, and we'll throw this over. Okay?
Yep.
Ready? 5, 10. I'm going to look in and just smile at whoever I can maybe kind of see.
Yeah, in the dim light, you see Drux standing there looking very, very, very bedraggled, but still alive, and he's in the process of bending over to retrieve his bow, and he glances over at you, gives you a dirty look.
As my bonus action, I'm just going to be lean in and be like, "You done goofed," and then I'll ready my action to flip this goddamn card over.
Okay, cool. Anias, what would you like to do?
Okay, so first I'm going to move down 10 feet. Can I see Mux from where I am, even though it's dim light in there?
You have dark vision. You can see Mux just inside, pointing his knocked arrow out toward you.
And just my luck, I do not have dark vision.
Oh. You might see some movement. From here, I think it would be hard to see him himself.
Because I do have vicious mockery, that's what I was thinking of doing. Unless you think that wouldn't work because of the visibility.
If you got to within 15 feet, I would give it to you. You'd have to move up to sort of here-ish.
So I've moved 30 feet. Do you think I'm in range?
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
All right,
Mock
so
him relentlessly. And that's a wisdom save, right?
I think so.
That's correct. It's a wisdom save.
All right. He gets a 6 on his save. What do you say to poor Mux?
Considering the low damage roll, he'll just say yes.
It's still not nice.
Okay. He takes some damage. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. Next we have Shimi.
I'm going to run around on the other side of Bastion. Oh, I got to move myself. Yay. Okay. There's a barrel there. So do I have to get over on the other side of the barrel?
Yeah.
Technically, yeah.
5, 10,
But
15,
you could probably jump the barrel easy enough or something like that. Like move through its space.
All right. And then I give a glance to Bastion and go, heave ho.
All right. So who's going to lead the charge on the strength check and who is helping?
I will lead the charge.
Give me a D20.
Strength check.
Yep.
And I'll add a D6 to that too.
Okay.
So I'm inspired to hopefully do better.
And Ias's cheers will help you.
That's only a 13.
Yeah, so you feel like it's doable, but man, this thing is heavy. You might need some more help.
Oh, Anias is there. Perfect.
All right. Anything else, Shimi? So you've used your action, you've used your movement.
My move.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Drux is going to look out at Bastion and say,
Ha! That was a mistake.
and take a pot shot at him. Ooh, gets a 17.
Yeah, that hits.
Ooh, you for 4 points of damage.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Being level 1, it's like 4 points. It's like, ow!
Mux, on the other hand, comes forward and goes,
Ha! Goat man, you're meat.
and he takes a pot shot at Anais. Gets a 16. Ooh, the goblins are on fire.
With disadvantage?
Owie.
Oh, wait.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, sorry. You're totally right. Oh, yeah, gets a 23 on the second roll.
Oh, well. Tried to save you.
Yeah, well, the 16 hit.
God goblins. Oh my. 4 points of damage.
Good lord, you stub your toe at level 1, you die.
Pain block. It's like Lego.
I know.
Okay,
I'm just gonna put a yellow over everyone who's damaged so that if somebody wants to try and do something to somebody who's been hurt, you know who the hurt people are.
What is everyone's health hit points looking like? I
Yeah,
just got to ask this now.
Bastion's fine.
All right. Hope, you are up. What would you like to do?
Sorry, I'm actually downstairs for once instead of upstairs. So I'm getting distracted by my dog eating out of a container. She's absolutely adorable. And oh, not again. Ah. Can I move in so that I'm next to seconds. Can I move so I'm next to Shimi?
Yep.
And try and shoot back through the hole at Mux.
Sure. Yep. Go for it.
Nope.
Did you try your roll? I'm not seeing anything come through.
Did they lose connection again?
Stephanie?
Steph, if you're talking, we can't hear you.
All right. I'll pretend to be Hope. DMs are never hope. DMs are despair. Ooh, D&D Beyond's a little laggy.
It's a good tiefling virtue name. Anti-virtue
Yeah.
name. Oh, Cat, you have to lay on my clean clothes. Thank you.
Yeah, it may not entirely be Stephanie's fault. D&D Beyond is very, very laggy. It's not even updating your hit points. So if I look at your character sheet, I can see it, but it's not showing up in the encounter tracker. But an 11. Swish. Mux will dodge out of the way and mock Hope relentlessly. It does not do damage, unlike Anais, though. Next up, we have Aleda. What would you like to do?
Okay, so she's gonna Let me just readjust how I'm sitting. 5, she's 10. So she's kind of like running forward, and she's just like, don't get hit, don't get hit, don't get hit. She's like nervous. She's like, this is like her first kind of adventure. She's like, I don't want to be here. She's running forward, and she like runs behind Bastion, and he's like thicker than a tree trunk, so she knows she's safer here.
It's true.
It's true. The DM said so.
Yep.
It's canonical.
It's canonical. She reaches out and grabs one of his like scimitars with her hand, and she casts a light cantrip to light it.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's got light on his scimitar, so he can see. And I don't think I'm gonna use this yet. So she moved 5, 10, 20, 25. And then she's gonna stay here because that way she's close to the action and she's hidden.
Yep. Yeah. You have half cover right now, so.
Yeah. And I don't have any good bonus actions, so
Okay.
that I want to use yet. All right, that's my turn.
Perfect. Bastion, you have a non-painful flame blade-ish for the next hour, and you're feeling pretty awesome about yourself, I bet. What would you like to do?
I gotta get this wagon up.
Okay.
So I gotta wait, and then we'll try it again.
Okay.
Shimi, if this doesn't work this time, though, I'm going around the front and I'm busting down that door.
Anais, you are up.
Okay. So even with Hope standing there, could I see Mux and try to viciously muck him again?
Yeah. So I have a general rule that people who have adventured together for a little while, and you'll have done it, like even if it's just play adventuring, you can kind of see past one of your compatriots and not have the creature be under partial cover. So yes, long story short. If there's one of your friends between you and an enemy, you will not get -2 to hit it. You can still see it.
All right, so Anais, he's going to throw another vicious mockery at Mux.
Okay, sounds great. Mux goes. I am Mux. I am strong. I get a 17, even with my -1. Mock me all you want, goat man. You will die. Oh, no. Mux is like, mock me all you want, goat man. You will die.
Oh, so just to check, he saved?
Yeah, he saved. He got a 17.
Wow.
Yeah, sorry.
Damn.
Yeah, wise goblin. Anything
That's
else?
all right. So, Anais is going to move.
Okay.
And inspire.
Spires.
Fires.
Spires. Screw you guys.
I'm good.
So, yeah, as he's running, he's going to throw another Bardic Inspiration to Bastion, because what the heck?
Are you going to sing
Don't
a
worry.
song for that, or?
You gonna wink at me?
So all of our games together go. By the way, it's not just
No, he's going to make kissy faces to you.
He flexes.
Nice.
He flexes extra hard.
That's cute.
Aleda gets pushed back. She's like, get your butt out of my face. I'm hiding.
Sorry.
So, Shimi and Bastion, I will just point out that you have a third person alongside the wagon with you. Do you want to do any chatting, or Shimi, are you just going to say heave-ho?
Well, Hope Stephanie was kind of out during her last turn, but she's after us in initiative, isn't she?
Yeah. You would both have to hold your actions till Hope's turn.
Well, are the goblins before her?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Let me, so I typically do this and I didn't this time, but I will, while you're contemplating, I will pull out a turn tracker and I'll put everyone down in their turn order.
I was wondering where that was.
Let's just go for it, Shimi. I think we can do this.
Let's dump them in their own shit.
Okay. I got the inspiration again.
Yep.
So let's hope I roll better than a 7.
You've got Aleda with you. You'll roll big.
Nope, I didn't. I'm not even going to waste the bardic inspiration.
Ow! Yeah, this thing just seems like really hard to lift up. It's being really nasty to you.
Wait, Don, wouldn't that be an advantage because there's people helping?
Well, there's 3 of
No,
us
they've
now.
got a special way of adjudicating it where they just change the DC.
Oh.
Yeah, that's module is written. It's a nice change. It's not as good as advantage, but yeah, that's just the way they wrote it, unfortunately.
Module as written? Shakespeare.
I know. And normally, like, I pshaw at module is written, but
Oh, I'm just bugging. No, it makes sense, though. It makes sense.
yeah. Just an FYI, this is the same painful module that people are paying Kobold Press to be a part of today, so
Gotcha.
yeah.
I guess at this point we'll tell Hope, like, give us a quick hand and we'll push it over.
Yeah, I'll be nice since you're first level squishies, and I'll let you try again on Hope's turn if she wants to help out.
That'd be
I
nice.
guarantee
'cause they-
that
Oh, you're wonderful.
She's the
that
best.
is going to happen.
Okay, so Drux looks at Bastion.
Oh, stand there, will you? Well, I need some more target practice today.
Oh, he gets a 9 and misses you.
It plinks off his arm and he's like, yes, you do need the practice, apparently. I'll keep standing here for you, though.
He rolls a saving throw against Vicious Mockery. Oh, he gets a 3. Oh, I'm feeling a little bad. You hurt my feelings. Mux is like,
You're a horny little red one, aren't you? I'll fix you.
gets an 18, Hope. Does that hit you?
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, at 18 hits.
All right.
Yeah,
3
18
whole
hits.
points of damage. And you are
Okay.
injured as well. So if you look up at the very top part of the map, you'll see Owlbear's version of a turn tracker. I've just manually placed tokens on something so you can see the turn order. Okay, Hope, you are up. Bastion and Shimi are straining with everything they have, their calves bulging underneath their wet clothes, their arms straining, the neck muscles are just bulging. Do you get in there and help?
Yeah. She's like, no, she's not going to say anything. She'll just be like, okay, I'll help. She grabs hold of the side of the wagon and she lifts as well to try and pick it up.
Go, Bastion!
Bastion!
That's a strength when I got a roll.
Ah! So, you actually feel this thing lift up. You get it about 10 inches off the ground, and you just feel, you know, when you're lifting a weight and you get past that break point where it just becomes really straightforward and you're super confident you can get this thing flipped over.
Mm-hmm.
You think one more heave-ho and this thing's going.
Did you use Bardic? Can you use Bardic?
I could. I don't know if it would change the outcome.
We had a 17. I don't know.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
pretty good.
you feel like it's just a time thing. You need a second heave-ho at this,
Okay.
and it'll go. Aleda, what would you like to do? You might be
It would
muted.
help if it would help if I'm not muted. I was just saying. Well, I would help if I'm not muted. I'm like looking for the unmute button. So I can see this guy if I just kind of pop my head over and like tippy toe over Bastion. I can see this guy pretty clearly. Right?
You can poke around and you can have visual for a save attack, or you can make a normal attack. Yes.
I'm gonna do Mind Sliver again. So he needs to do an intelligence save, please.
Okay.
Drux is like, you cannot hurt me.
Oh, he gets an 18.
Apparently not.
That was a good roll for the. That was a good roll for him.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm adapting.
Yeah.
He's like, coming to work. And she's like, oh, darn it. And she's like, do you guys want me to help? I'm not very strong, but I could try.
I think all the spots next to the wagon are filled though.
Oh, I didn't see this.
Yeah, because there's a barrel between them.
Yeah,
Right,
you could probably stand on top of that wagon wheel that's fallen off and lying on the ground, and because Bastion has got it a good 10 inches off the ground right now.
I'll just, like right here.
Okay.
Yeah, like I'll go here and I'll see if I can help a little bit.
Okay.
She's like, I'm helping.
Great.
She's not helping at all.
So basically everyone would have to hold their action until Aleda's turn, which is at the end of the round.
I wasn't really gonna do that. I was just gonna go over there. Can I just like go there and pretend to help? Because I don't want to make everyone wait.
Can she give me the actual help action?
Yes, yeah. She could actually give you the actual help action, but if you're waiting on hope, you still wait until the second last person in the round.
That's fine.
Okay.
If you want to do that, Cherlyn, I don't want to tell you what to do.
That's fine with me if I'm allowed to do that.
Yep.
All right.
Cool.
Okay, so Bastion, you're going to hold your heave-ho?
Yep. I'm also just gonna, just in case, I'm gonna second wind.
Okay.
Because I could be killed by a crit. I don't need this to happen. So I'll just roll the 1d10 plus 1 as normal.
Sounds great.
Being level 1 is so hard because I'm like, I have like nothing I can do.
2. Got 2 HP back.
All right.
So I'm up to 10. All right, and that's it. And then I'm waiting to throw these guys into oblivion.
All right. Anais, you are up next. What would you like to do?
So Anais, he's going to move down to that one spot, the one place where the door was.
Yeah.
So you figure he'd be able to see Drux through here?
Absolutely.
He's going to mock him.
All right. He attempts to resist your mockery. He gets a 12.
Yay, I beat him. So Anais just says, you're gonna fall.
Oh, and Drux actually screams, "Ah! Drux dead!" And he falls down dead. And Mux goes, "No, Druxy, don't leave me." He seems very sad.
And Anais just says, see, I told him he was gonna fall.
I guess you weren't lying.
So then Anais he'll move away from the door.
Okay.
That is my turn.
All right. Shimi, are you holding?
Yes.
Okay. Mux. Mux is very upset and comes over to Drux, sees Drux is dead, and will try and look for Anais. Can't find him immediately, so he just shoots out the murder hole at Bastion.
Die, you scum-sucking human pig!
Hey,
Gets a 19 to hit.
yeah, that hits.
Mm.
I'm not a human. How dare you?
What are you?
I'm Kalishtar.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah. He doesn't know. He's an idiot.
Yeah, I know he doesn't know.
All right. 4 points of damage, my friend.
All right, thank God I healed myself.
Hope, it is your turn. If you wait for Aleda can help Bastion. He'll get advantage plus you and Shimi helping. Would you like to hold your turn? Hold your action?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Aleda, time to make a big decision. Are you going to get your hands dirty, reach under this filthy wagon and try and help Bastion lift it up? Or do you back out at the last second and say, tough shit, bugger, you're on your own?
That sounds so appealing, but no, she's already... Now I want to do that just because it sounds so awesome. No, of course she'll help. She's like, I can do this. Everyone else has done all the hard work. I just gotta do. It's all math. It's leverage. Okay, it's already the hard part's over.
Hey, Aleda.
Yeah.
You can do this. I believe in you.
Yay, bardic inspiration. Fighter inspiration.
Okay,
I'm the bard.
Bastion, before you roll, everything depends on this.
Yeah, don't fuck
if you don't make this, you're gonna wind up like just probably dropping the wagon back to the ground. You'll have to start all over again. You've got
no
two
pressure,
people
right?
helping you. The DC is lowered. Aleda is helping you right beside. You've got tremendous leverage. You feel stronger than you've felt in years. Prime of your life. Tip of the spear. Give me a roll. At advantage.
Good. 5 and a 4. What the fuck?
Oh no!
I have inspiration.
Do you want to burn the bardic?
Do it.
Please roll
It's-
good.
It's gonna be a 6. It's fine. It's close. So 13.
Oh! You're heaving and heaving and heaving, and Mux looks at you. You'll never do it! And you heave, and it lifts, and you feel like you can shift and get your palms under it and start lifting even more, and Shimi is straining and Hope is cheering and Anais is going, wow, I never knew Aleda had it in her. And you push and push, and all of a sudden you hear Mux go, oh shit! And you lift up this wagon, and it gets to that tipping point, and over it goes and splashes into the big latrine slash midden sludge puddle in behind. Everyone give me a dex save against a DC 5 or be half covered in goblin poo.
2.
Dex was, you said, you know.
Yeah, dex save against a DC 5.
Would Anais have to do it as well because he's
Nah, you're far enough away.
Yay.
Oh, Hope. You almost get a bit covered, but not quite. So, The wagon is actually not on this map, but let me show you what it looks like. So there is a, if you just look at the left portion of the map, you can see the area where the wagon used to be. In the middle, there is a big hole with a small ladder that leads down. And I will just grab your tokens and put them onto this map in a semi-random order. Oop. Aleda was here, Bastion was here, Shimi was here, Hope was here, and Anais was sort of up here somewhere. All right. And the wagon is now lying in the big poo puddle.
I go over and I flip off Mox. 5th workout.
Oh, and sorry, Drux.
His corpse is somewhere near there.
Drux is lying here dead.
So, can you clarify? Muck is still alive and just lying in the flat in the wagon?
No. Muck's either cast invisibility on himself, managed to dive into the midden pile while you weren't looking, or might have gone down that ladder down into the depths of the earth. You don't know for sure.
God, what I really want to do is fill this freaking wagon up and dump it with crap and dump it down their hole, but we have to go there, so never mind.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to touch the crap to fill it.
Yeah, me neither. I'm going down, though. Let's go.
Well, wait.
What?
Hold up.
Is there anything on the...
Stop. Healing potion, maybe? Could they have something?
Hold on a second.
I want to
What?
check to see if there was anything worth than, like, on the guy or in the wagon that's not covered in shit.
No, there's some food scraps, some grain, like a couple bowls of grain, and it looks like they've been crunching it, just dried grain. There's some, a few potatoes that are mostly eaten, but the rotten parts have been just discarded here, there, and everywhere. It looks like one of the goblins didn't bother going out to the latrine, maybe because you came along, you don't know, but yeah, it's mostly just some scraps of food and somebody's peed in a corner and nothing else really valuable here. You could search Drux if you want.
Do you want to touch him, Aleda?
I'll touch him.
All right.
Sure, ladies first.
No, Aleda. Aleda,
nice.
You don't dirty yourself. I will touch, but give to you.
I mean, I don't mind. She's like, it's for, research purposes. I don't know much about goblin culture. She starts, she pulls gloves.
I'll step away and let Aleda.
She pulls out some gloves.
All right, Aleda. You pull out your latex gloves and start going through Drux's pockets. He's basically just wearing some thin, sort of filthy hides. They do have pockets of sorts in them. Some canvas pants that are a little bit too short, and some sandals. Everything could be serviceable if cleaned. The hide that he's wearing up top would be the equivalent of leather armor. He does have what seem to be some souvenirs in his pocket. It seems like it's most of a rat skull and the tail probably of said rat as well, but nothing valuable.
weird that he would keep those. She's like, oh, fascinating. And then she just puts those aside. She's not like, I'm not gonna keep these, but that's weird. Nothing valuable. I don't think anyone here needs goblin-sized armor.
No, this is true.
Alright, well, he had nothing valuable.
Cool. We ready?
Yep, she takes off her gloves. She's like, those are for... Anais, would you be a dear and clean these?
Sure.
Wow.
Oh, wait. Would any of the goblin armor be considered light armor?
Yeah. It would indeed.
Okay, so yeah, just in case. Because Anais, right now, he's wearing some leather.
Hmm.
What would the goblin armor be like? Leather armor? Something else?
It's hide up top, so it'd be the equivalent of leather. But if you could get a hold of Mux's hide bottoms, you'd have like full hide.
armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe we'll take the hide top and then look for some hide over when we go down.
Okay.
You can be my guest tonight. You can take those off. I have no desire to undress the
Little green
goblin.
man.
No, I'm
But nice. He's got prestidigitation, so he's clean and stuff as he does it.
Yeah,
All
it's more just the undressing of the goblin, but that's...
Good one of us has prestidigitation.
I can't say that's
Okay.
really...
I occasionally
worry.
have problems with that word as well.
Don't worry, it took me a couple months before I was able to say it straight.
I'd say presto. Presto!
Presto!
I've heard people call it Presti for short, but
Presti.
never
That works.
Presto.
That works.
All right. While we're talking about the semantics of how to pronounce a spell that I have no idea what this is, I'm going down there. Are you guys ready?
Yep,
Fantastic.
right behind you.
Does anybody need healing? Because this could do some healing.
You can hit me while I'm going down this ladder.
We need to... I think it might be a good idea if we work out between us how we're going to use our spell slots for healing, because there's only so many, and there's only so many spell slots we have, and... Yeah, I don't have a cantrip to stop anyone from dying with Spare the Dying, but I don't know what that does in the way of hit points or anything.
I don't know.
like that.
It sounds like magic mumbo jumbo to me, man. I couldn't tell you.
Would a short... I didn't take any damage, but would you folks need a short rest, like, before we go down there?
I mean, they know we're coming. I mean, whatever you want to give them time to prepare for us is fine by me.
Yeah, I am fine to go down there now, but it's up to everybody else.
Um,
I'd be down to go down. Like my health. I mean, yeah, I took a hit, but I'm not like hurting bad.
Yeah, I'm at like half.
I'm 8 out of 11, so I'm good.
8 out of 11 what? Aleda gives her a curious look.
Gold.
And Ice is just like, what are you talking about?
All right, let's go.
Sorry, we have one DM that always like, no magic gaming. It's like, oh god, so it's ingrained in us never to talk about hit points.
Bastion's gonna climb down the ladder.
Okay. Let me move your tokens. So, who's going down first? Bastion?
Yep.
And then who's going down next?
Okay.
I guess I was next.
Okay. So Bastion, that's what you see down below. It is a rough-hewn hall with a ladder that goes up, and the end of the hall curves to your left.
Fantastic.
And Aleda joins you down below.
Space Runner.
Who's next?
I'm planning on maybe being in the rear, but...
Yeah, I think Anais would also be towards the rear of the group.
Okay. Hope, your butt's being kicked down the ladder.
Not literally.
Maybe Anais next, and Shimi bringing up the rear.
Fantastic.
All right,
And
so
with-
if you go over to the right portion of the map, you will see yourselves in the corridor. Listen, we've been at it for a couple of hours. Do we want to take a 10-minute break and maybe
Sure.
reconvene in 10?
Yeah, I'd be okay with that, just so I can...
Okay, cool. We can refresh our drinks, do whatever else we need to do, grab a snack, and I'll see you back here in 10.
Sounds good.
Okay,
Awesome.
thanks everyone.
Doing great.
Okay, welcome back. So, what you thought would be a fine morning indeed has turned out to be a little drizzly, a little wet, and maybe a little bit more dangerous than you anticipated. Coming up to the wagon, your normal sense of goblins is they're pretty easy to spook, but something about them being inside of this wooden fortress made them pretty damn brave. And although you stung them a few times with vicious mockery, they had some pretty choice insults of their own. Drux, alas, has shot his last arrow at hapless passers-by and lies dead in the dirt just up above. The wagon itself is now laying half buried, half sunk in the big latrine dug out to the side of it. You have actually descended a ladder down into a little goblin hidey hole that's been dug out just beneath the wagon above. And you stand here looking down this passageway by the light of Bastion's sword, wondering, I wonder how far away they might be. Bastion, what you thinking?
I don't think we need to be waiting around too long here. Aleda, you're very close to the front of the pack. That's new. Is Aleda back?
Yeah, she's just coming. Don't worry, guys. She's about back.
Wow. Late as always. No, Bastion.
Troy
I
is
heard
always.
that.
You're Troy as always, Troy.
Sorry, I had to go to the bathroom.
Bastion will take look back and be like, "You're very close to the front," and then take some cautious steps forward, just in case the goblin's hiding.
Well, I'm curious. She's like, fine.
Alright.
I will stay behind the group and observe from the back.
Don't worry, Aleda. I'll be with you.
Aw.
Just thought of something. This would probably be when having some kind of rogue or someone else who can detect and disarm traps would be a good idea, but we don't have one, so
Yeah.
Can we, does it look like there's any evidence of traps? Like any...
I mean, I'm very good at finding traps. It's usually with my face, but I usually can disarm them too.
yeah, let's try not to do any traps.
Sorry, Aleda, go ahead and are you actively investigating or just kind of looking around?
I probably, she's curious about, like, the infrastructure of this, like, hovel, I guess.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, she'd probably do a little investigation, if that's okay.
Sure, absolutely. So this area looks like it's been dug out by pick and shovel. They have found some pieces of wood that look like they might be parts of another wagon that they waylaid, and they're using that wood to try and bolster up the ceiling. And it's all pretty crude. The ground you're walking on is pretty rough. It's not difficult terrain, but you definitely have to watch your step a little bit.
I feel like it's going to collapse on us at any minute.
The ground is fairly rocky, so you think you're okay. The rocks in this area are quite large, so you may feel a little bit of soil fall on your head from time to time, but it seems fairly stable.
Okay. And does it look like there's any indication of, like, any, like, tripwire or any traps or anything that's evident Like, could she see anything like that?
Are you looking really carefully, or are you just trying to stay aware of what might be going on around you?
I guess she'd probably be looking carefully at this point, because she's like, I don't know, she is studying the area, so she'd probably be looking for traps carefully at this point.
Okay. I would say it's likely an investigation. Investigation check?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Can I give advantage on that since I'm proficient?
Yeah, if you're proficient, go ahead and give her some help. See if she can do better than a 19.
All right. Roll again.
Oh, damn.
Damn.
Oh!
Hello.
Nat 20. So, Aleda, the area around here looks fairly clear, but you kind of get the sense that some areas have been left purposefully rough, and some areas of the ground look like they've been chipped at in a certain way, and you think the goblins might have been leaving some areas set up to create traps, but nothing here. But there's little telltale signs that say you should probably keep your guard up.
So I'll just kind of like telepathically say that to Bastion, because he's already kind of ahead of me, and I don't want to give away our position. I'll say, like, watch your step, there might be traps, so, like, be on your guard. Then I'll tell them, like, tread carefully. And I'll, like, kind of whisper that to the group as, that's around me at this point as well.
Okay.
He'll give you a big thumbs up. You casted light on my scimitar or my short sword?
It was the one that you were wielding at the time.
I had both of them, but that's fine. I'll say.
I think it was your scimitar then.
Okay.
I think I said scimitar. So
he's gonna put away his short sword and pull out a throwing axe just in case.
All right.
All right.
Good stuff.
Let's get to walking, and he's gonna gingerly walk where she tells him that it kind of maybe might look safe.
All right. So you can see that this corridor does indeed open up to the left. It also seems to be the same rough-hewn, shoveled, pickaxed kind of construction.
Mm-hmm.
Every once in a while, there's like an axle or a piece of supporting wood from another wagon that seems to be helping keep the ceiling up. They're not dwarves by any stretch of the imagination, but they seem to be able to build a decent cave fortification.
Interesting. All right. I turn around to see if anybody's still following, and then I'll keep.
I'm following.
Because Shimi's super clanky, her dex and everything, she sucks. So she's going to hang back just a few like beats behind you guys, just to give you some time to like kind of wave, like don't move.
Oh yeah, this probably I shouldn't be leading, but I'm also very clanky. But we're going into a fight. This is like Bastion's like, I don't want to be killed before the fight. During the fight is fine. So let's keep going.
Shouldn't be killed during the fight either. I think we have enough spell slots and healing spells to go around.
He looks back
if we are stingy with them.
As he goes around this corner, it's like, yeah, just don't ruin the moment if it looks good. Goes around the corner.
All right, you can see that it turns again to your left, and it has that feeling that there is space up ahead, like it may open up into a larger space.
If Bastion wants to take some of the notes that Aleda gave him about there might be traps, is it investigation or perception to try and find them?
You could actually take your choice. If you just want to try and stay aware of your surroundings, then it's perception. And if you're going to slow down and actively look around at your surroundings and move kind of half speed, then it would be investigation.
All right, he's gonna do that.
Okay.
I'm not trained in it, but I have a pretty good intelligence.
Yeah.
Not with a 2, even though that looks really tough on my screen.
No.
The thing is, I'm not close enough to
It's fine.
help, right?
This works out more for
I
Bastion.
can help. I'm like literally right behind Bastion, so I could help.
Yeah. Are you trained in investigation? Are you proficient in it?
Give me a second to pull up my skills and I'll tell you. I can't remember what I clicked on for the skills. Yeah, I can't remember what I clicked on. No, I'm not.
Okay. Yeah, you couldn't really help him then.
Could I? I'm pretty close.
If you swap places with Hope.
I'm not super worried about it. Just so
he's probably just
knows.
gonna he's gonna just barge in. I know it.
He's like, looks clear to me, and he's literally just gonna go around the corner again.
That sounds
all right.
great.
I'll be right back real quick.
And Hope is just following along behind him, and just in case.
Okay, so Bastion and Hope. Bastion, back up one step.
Do it.
I think he said he'd be right back.
I think he said yeah. So we'll wait for him to come back. I'll just kind of move him back a bit.
Okay.
Real quick, I'm glancing over my shoulder. That's part of the reason why I'm in the rear. So I just want you to know that that's part of my, as I'm moving forward, I'm looking back type.
Okay.
Yep. Because if that damn Mux jumped into the latrine, he could easily be trying to sneak up behind you. Although something tells me something might give him
smell
away.
Him coming. Yeah, we'd smell him coming. At least I'd like to think we would.
Okay, I didn't die, did I?
No, you are not dead. But
move back a step.
As you're walking around the corner, Hope grabs your arm and points silently to the space just in front of you. You can also see into the room beyond a little bit. So a few things happen at the same time. So Hope grabs your arm and stops you, Bastion, from taking a step forward into this space right here. Yeah. She points down at the ground, and there's some scraps of leather and a whole bunch of like pieces of canvas bag and a little bit of food stuff and stuff. But in amongst it, you can see the gleam of sharp iron stakes. And it definitely looks incredibly suspicious. You have no time to really check it out all that well, though, because in front of you, standing on what looks to be like a sleeping mat or something like that, is a goblin with a bow and an arrow knocked in it. Just beyond him to the right is a little bit of a campfire, and deeper in the cavern you see there's a pile of crates and stuff like that. It might be foodstuffs for the goblins or things that they've stolen from those wagons that they've robbed. Everybody, I would love if you could roll me some initiative.
Sir, yes, sir.
Oh, I think I got a good roll this time.
I'm not good at anything else, but I'll roll a 20 for initiative twice.
So awesome. Holy shit.
I got the exact same too.
Whoa.
All right, let's get started. So let me pause for a second. I'll just throw up a turn tracker, and you can be awed by everyone's incredible rolls. So, top of the round, we are going to have Anais with a 22. We are actually going to have some nasty goblins. At a 21, unfortunately. And we are going to have Bastion at a 20.
Lucky bugger.
Yep. We're going to have Hope at an 18. We will have someone else you don't see at a 17. Shimi, you are a 15. And Aleda, we will not forget you. You are still in the game. Not to worry, with an 8.
It's higher than my last initiative still.
No worries.
It's still the last one.
We do not judge.
It's okay, I can watch the cat fight that's happening on my bed right now, so it's okay.
All right, so I will give you a split second. Aleda, Hope, and Bastion, you could talk strategy for a split second before this goblin named Goosh, who apparently is wearing a name tag, takes a pot shot.
Tell me, I'm going in.
And Hope just shakes her head and she's like, I'll go in right behind you.
Aleda, stay back and shoot them. You did good last time.
Alright, hide and shoot. I can do it.
Fantastic.
All right, Anais, you are up.
Okay. So what Anais is going to do, moves 10 feet to start, and to move through another player's spare space, that's double movement.
Nah, she'll move aside. Aleda's nice to you. I don't know. Aleda, are you going to be nice to Anais?
Yeah, of course. She'll let him go through. She's like, be careful. She'll be like, be careful. Don't get hurt.
Yep.
Okay, we're
He didn't press his button to talk again.
Son of a bitch.
I heard you talking through Cherlyn. I'm like, you didn't do the thing.
Yeah, I know. That's how loud he is.
I'm trying not to talk loud.
Well, just
Don't worry.
Just you gotta hit your button to talk.
She said yes for a reason.
And so what Anais is going to do is he's going to cast healing word to Bastion.
Mm-hmm. Great. Oh, nice. Bastion, you are at max.
Thank you, my friend.
Yeah, Anais, anything else?
Yeah, Anais will be dashing, because that was just a action. He's moved 5, 10, 15, 20 feet, so... No, wait, yeah, he'll dash. Sorry, I keep forgetting that damn...
Okay. Oh my god, let's go over there and tickle him.
Eyebrows.
All right.
Honey, not while the audio's on.
Is that it, Anais?
That'll be it.
Okay, cool.
Can I
Bastion.
get to Aleda's space when it's my turn? Will I be able to pass through that block
She
me?
will likely let you through unless Aleda is going to say she tries to block you. You can get through with no extra movement.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah,
Okay.
you could definitely go through. She's like, just be careful.
Are you shooting me again, Don? Again?
So the goblin who has this white and red patch on his hide armor that says, "Hello, my name is Goosh," says, "Hi,
I read the name.
welcome
I read
to
the
our
name tag.
Hi, welcome to our camp." And he lets loose and fires at you. Bastion. Oh, does a dirty 20 hit you?
Yeah.
I will try to murder you for 3 points of damage.
God, I got people that enjoy me being alive more than I do. Keep me alive.
All right. And then around the corner from here comes a very familiar looking face. He has put aside his short bow and has a scimitar out, a really dodgy looking, beat up, notched, rusty kind of thing. And he's like,
You killed my friend. I'm gonna give you tetanus. That's a big word for a goblin, 'cause me smart.
and he comes running up and tries to take a swing at you, Bastion.
Okay.
Oh, gets an 8.
No, that's going to miss.
Okay. We are on to Bastion. What would you like to do?
Well, I've got a scimitar in one hand, and I've got an axe in the other hand. I'm
Yep.
going to hit him with the scimitar first.
Okay, cool.
Nat 20!
Holy
Yes!
shit!
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Other crappy damage, but still.
The problem with the wagon the whole time.
So, Bastion, as you bring your scimitar down, killing poor Mux, tell me what this looks like. Describe to me.
He yelled at me for killing his friends. Like, I didn't kill him. I'm sure as hell gonna send you to him, and he's just gonna like run him through the chest with his scimitar, and he's just gonna eye Goosh and be like, "I've got this hand axe for you." And with his bonus action, he's going to chuck that hand axe at Goosh.
Nice. Chuck away.
15 to hit.
15 will hit Goosh. Yeah, no problem.
For 10 points of damage.
Holy cow. Explain to me what this hand axe does to poor Goosh, because it does him in.
As he's kicking Mox's body off of his scimitar, he's like, "Listen, man, you shouldn't have shot me," and just buries it in the middle of his forehead. I'm coming in there.
Nice. Goosh looks at you in total surprise, one eye on each side of the hand axe. And then falls comically backward into his bed mat for the last time.
Can I jump over this scary trap area that Mox is in?
Yes, you may.
I will hop over and come into the room.
Okay. So you can see a couple of things. First of all, you can see into the room that Mux was hiding in. There's a couple of sleeping mats in there as well. And you can see a goblin here going,
Your meat.
and
You did see what I did to your friend and the other one, right?
all right. That's it, Bastion?
Yep, that's it.
Okay. Hope, you are up.
I am going to move to the spot behind Bastion. Right there.
Yep.
And I will cast. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I am going to cast Sacred Flame on the goblin. It's
Okay.
a Dex 13 save.
Yep.
I am Mish. You can't hurt me.
He gets a 15.
Ooh, close.
Oh.
So
He
your
says-
sacred flame comes down from the ceiling and he looks up at it and says,
Holy light, be gone. And he dances to the side. Ha ha! Mish, good.
anything else, Hope?
Nope, that's it. Oh, hold on, actually. Yeah, I'm going to move out to the way so other people can come in. Can I do that?
Yeah, I'll move out of the way so you can move.
Yep.
I'll move so this I can I'll move some next to Bastion so then people can get in.
Okay.
Have to squeeze past, but they'll be able to get in.
So an ugly, kind of larger looking goblin with a huge head and a odd tooth to gum ratio pokes his big head up from behind the crates and looks at you and says,
Ha! You must leave Dib's caverns or you will pay.
and low, he's going to chuck a javelin at Bastion, high at Hope. We get a 1. Bastion, you have a javelin coming for your face.
Oh no,
Oh, he gets an 11.
that's gonna not do it.
And he ducks behind the crates again and disappears from sight. Shimi, what would you like to do?
I am going to tell Innie to keep an eye on Aleda, and I'm going to rush forward as far and pass her. How far can I get in?
You can move 30 feet.
And each square is 5?
Yes.
15, 20, 25, 30. That's as far as I can get. About.
Unless you dash.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and dash.
And that will take your action, just to clarify. Okay.
5, 10, 15,
Seeing Shimmy coming around the corner, Bastion will tell her to jump over the dead body.
20. I will do that. 25, 30. I'm going to stay there.
Okay. You see there's another bugger who is hiding against the rock, backing up Mish. Anything else, Shimmy?
Can I, and I don't want to metagame, but I don't see the thing that jumped out from behind the crates that they did, correct?
No, he's under complete cover right now.
Okay.
Presumably still behind the crates.
I think that'll do it for me. I don't have any kind of bonus actions I can do. So.
Okay. Aleda.
Okay. Aleda's like, yeah, I mean, protect me. I mean, like, I watched she's like flabbergasted. She's like, I can be helpful. And she, 5, 10, 15. She's gonna jump over here.
Okay.
She, like, takes her hiding position that she always takes. The tree trunk. And then,
Yep, sorry.
what were you gonna say?
You have half cover behind Bastion, so...
Yeah. She sees Mish, so she's gonna target him with a spell.
Okay.
I'm gonna target him with fire bolts.
Okay.
Okay. I got the hiccups, I'm sorry. Oh, that's a bad shot.
Yeah.
I got the hiccups.
Mish is like, ha, you're all weak.
She's like, it's only because there's a giant person in front of me.
All right.
I'll come around and get you.
Is that it?
Tis it.
Anais, what would you like to do?
Okay, so I think nice. He's gonna dash. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I guess somebody would tell him to jump.
Mhm.
So 35, 40, 45. Where I am right now is, would you consider there enough space to move by?
You could squish by Hope, yes. Or you could go through the space beside her, whichever. It's equal in movement.
Hope will not obstruct his way if he wants to get past.
Okay.
We'll just let him through.
So 45, 50, 55, I guess 60. So he'll dash through and get into that corner, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. Sounds great. Poor Goosh is dead. Poor Mux is dead. Mish, you are up. What would you like to do? Mish sees Hope and says,
I don't know what your name is, but you look like you're in a hopeless position. Ha ha ha.
and he takes a pot shot at you. He gets a 13.
Hold on a sec. 13 does not hit.
Oh, he is devastated. He thought he was a goblin god. Ish is going to look at you, Shimi, and say,
You're next.
and he takes a pot shot at you. Ooh, gets a 22.
Miss.
Oh,
Just kidding.
Ish would be devastated. All right, for 4 points of damage. Poor goblins. So heartbroken. And that is them. Bastion, you're up.
Oh, boy. Let's see. I can go 5, 10, 15. As he's doing that, he's pulling out his short sword.
Okay.
Boys, this is... You shouldn't shoot at either of them, because they tried to let you live. Tried. And failed, because you said no. The 22, this is on Mish first.
Okay, sure. Go for it.
7
Whack! Oh my, poor Mish. You just turn him into a puddle of would-be goblin.
And then with his bonus action, he's going to turn to Ish and be like, I'm destined for the free arenas, man. I'm sorry. 21
Oh
to hit.
my god!
For 7 damage.
Boy.
Bastion, this twirling dervish.
Oh, poor Ish also bites it. Dib's like, you kill my friends.
And I'll turn to Shimi and be like, I'm sorry they shot you. If you want the last man, he's behind those crates over there crying.
Mm.
And that's his turn.
All right. Hope you are up.
I did put a quick message in the chat thing. What does everyone's hit points look like? Just real quick.
I feel great. Can't hear you.
And Nias is doing good. Sorry.
I'm good. I'm
Oh,
still
we
up.
love you too, Bastion.
Okay, so everyone's good there.
I think Shimi got shot a little bit.
Yeah, she might be.
Might be a
Yeah,
little wounded.
Yeah, like, we should keep not. Right now, I think you prioritize healing on the front line. So.
I didn't catch that, sorry.
Oh, I was saying, for now, I think we prioritize healing on the frontliners, just in case this guy's tougher than he looks.
Yeah, fair enough. Just trying to work out if it's worth healing.
It's always worth healing at this level.
True.
This is a good, very good
We only
point.
have like really have like how many spell slots between us we can use for healing? Because I have 4.
I think tactically we're running out of time, Hope. I think you need to take your turn. Sorry.
No worries.
Sorry. Can I take a pot shot then of where I saw Dib and cast Toll of the Dead where I saw him behind the crates?
I think you need to see somebody for Toll of the Dead because it's a saving throw spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you
that's
can't
right.
see him right now. You just see crates.
True. Mm-hmm. I thought it'd be a waste of spell slots.
Sure, if you moved, you'd see him.
It could. Oh, I'll do that then. Can I fire my crossbow in that general direction for a pot shot?
You could try. Sure.
I shall fire it. I have no idea if it'll hit. But
So,
I'm gonna try it.
Do you want to go to the left side behind the crates or the right side behind the crates?
I'll go to the right side.
Okay. Your crossbow bolt seems to hit some rock, and you do not hear a goblin crying out.
Okay.
All right. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. Bastion, you see Dib come flying out in a rage. He comes running up toward you with a scimitar pulled out and takes a swing. Gets a 16.
That hits.
Ooh. And he does, holy cow, 8 points of damage.
Holy shit. Okay.
Yikes!
Hey,
Ouch.
It's Max, man. And then he seems to take a second swing at you, but it goes wild and doesn't even come close to you. And then he's like, ha, you'll pay. And he spins and dances away from you like some kind of I don't know, one of those like fancy rapier people or something.
Disengaged bastard.
I know.
Did he disengage?
What a shit.
Or?
Yeah, he disengaged. There's no neon bubbles above his head that tell you, but Bastion would be able to tell the disengage for sure.
It's okay.
Shimi, you saw this nasty big-headed goblin come out, taunt Bastion, lay into him with a really good solid hit, spin and dance away, looking pretty talented at what he does for a living. What would you like to do? He's hiding behind some crates. You could see kind of like head and shoulders a bit.
Here, I want to give you my whole thing here. I'm going to jump up on the crates within, but I don't want to get closer than 10 feet to him.
Okay. Yeah, so this southern crate here, or this one here, either one would do it. Well, that puts you 10 feet away.
And I'm assuming he's a goblin. He's got a 5-foot reach so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, your chance to be good. Oh, missed deadline. And I'm going to do poison spray at him. It's a 10-foot range.
Yeah. And that's a dex save or con save?
It's a con save 13.
Okay. Ooh, he gets a 4. Ugh.
Very good.
Oh, 7 points. Holy cow.
And I still have movement left. I don't think he can attack me because I'm not if his reach is 5.
Yeah.
I stayed, so I'm backing up as far as I can without an attack of opportunity.
Okay. Fantastic. And that's your turn?
Yep.
Okay. Aleda, you are up.
So is he like half cover right now, or
He is half cover right now. So you can see him, but any to hit roll would be at -2.
If I were to stand on top of, like, how high up are these rocks? Like, can I climb up top of them and see him better?
No. So this here that you're standing right beside, that's the cave wall. Oops.
Oh, okay.
So you can't really stand up on it. And the rocks that are on the ground are all pretty small.
Oh, okay. Like I meant like the one like next to like Hope to like her left there.
Oh, that's a sleeping mat.
Oh, okay. I started to tell what they were.
Yeah, this thing. Yeah.
It's all the browns and the grays. They all look
I know. I should have made
okay.
them fuchsia or something.
Well, you know what? This is a wisdom, like this is a saving throw actually that I want to do, so it doesn't matter. Haha.
No.
Can you? I'm gonna cast a spell at him. Can you give me a wisdom save, please?
Absolutely. Ooh, 17.
Oh, you jerk! But I think it still takes half damage.
What spell is it?
It is dissonant. Here, I'll just pull it up.
Oh, dissonant whispers. Yep, half damage.
So 5.
5 more points of damage. He screeches out in pain, but he is still standing.
And she'll be like, "Stop being such a jerk." And she's gonna 5, 10, kind of out of the way.
Okay. Great, Anais, you are up.
Okay,
Oh, well, get her a little bit out of the way for Anais. There you
go. So 5, 10, 15. Would I be able to see Dib from where I am?
A little bit, yeah. If you're doing a to hit roll, it's probably still half cover.
I will not be doing a hit roll. I will be mocking his ass again.
Great. He gets a 15. Does he resist your mock?
He does. So I'm like, you jerk. It's an insult that just lands totally flat.
I think he knows he's a jerk.
So I moved 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and that'll be my turn.
Okay, Bastion, you are up. You can see Dib attempting to hide behind the crates, but you've got a pretty clear line on him.
Oh no, you don't, my little friend.
Careful.
You're starting things that you can't finish. This isn't good. At 25.
You are a madman. 8 points of damage to
Dib.
All right. Poor Dib's hurting, but still up.
Bonus action?
Yep.
I assume since the first one hit, the second one's gonna hit.
Jesus. Like,
yes.
Holy shit.
All right.
This character's wild. I love this character.
Dib looks at you incredulously and says, "Oh, you killed Dib."
Damn right I did.
And drops to the ground in a bloody, murdered mess of former goblin. And you are out of combat.
He's gonna sheath his weapons, turn back around to his friends, and be like, da 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 da, and then he's gonna pass out on the ground. He's very injured.
I was just saying,
Hope is-
geez,
hope
Bastion
is-
saves him for the rest of us. But
I'm sorry.
Hope is probably gonna roll her eyes, go up to him. Elsa, head off the keyboard. Sorry.
Anais would drum along with a bat.
Hope is gonna go over to Bastion and cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay.
For, because that's a touch range spell. 8 healing points.
Nice.
8 hit points. Sorry.
Yep.
awesome.
Not too bad.
Sorry, Anais.
I was just saying, not too bad.
Oh,
And we will-
I thought you were going to do more mockery on the poor dead goblin.
Well, it wouldn't be an actual vicious mockery, but he'd be like, "Yeah, look at you."
Oh man,
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, so you find yourselves all chests heaving from the exertion and from the adrenaline of the fight. There are a bunch of dead goblin corpses lying here and there, bleeding out onto the floor. The embers of the fire crackle away by Shimi and Anais and Aleda, getting you a little bit warm. It's kind of damp and dark and a little bit dreary down here. Bastion, a little dirt falls from the roof onto your head. Probably the closest you've come to death all day today. Hope has just healed you. You see, there are indeed a few crates. Now that you have a chance to look at them outside of combat, you can see they're stamped with a very familiar trader's stamp, like a coster that typically comes to Western with supplies. So you would think that these are crates that have been stolen from a wagon. There's also this hilarious kind of throne. It seems to be made. So it looks like somebody has taken some nice shirts and tried to sew them together with like maybe entrails of a rat or something like that as thread, and tried to make a nice soft cushion out of people's nice shirts. And then other than that, the rest of the throne is just this really unworked kind of rickety wooden contraption with a bit of an animal skull that looks ferociously at you from the top of the back of the chair, the back of the throne. And Dib, of course, is lying at the foot of his throne. Shock and surprise.
Thank you for saving me, Hope. That was fantastic. And he gets up and flexes. It's like, I feel better. Another fight. Let's go. Oh, Anais, behind you. The guy with the matching pants to your top. It's right there.
Oh, sweet. Yay. Anais goes over to gets it, and he's, of course, digitating all the goop, any goop off of it.
Thankfully, Mux's death was not a brown trousers moment, so you can get the light goop off, no problem, and equip yourself in some crude but serviceable hide armor.
Very good.
Mm.
So, how do we think we can get these supplies back to town?
We could carry them. We could carry them between us.
Yeah. Anais and Aleda take one together, and the three of us take one each.
Good.
Yeah, I think that's possible.
Shimi, you doing all right? You look like you're bleeding a little bit.
I'm fine.
Are you sure?
I can give you. I have 1 HP to give. I can give that to you.
Wait, how can you give H?
Because I have healing hands, and I'm
Oh.
I can give you 1 HP.
I can heal myself if I.
I reach out and I thank you for your help and then on your concerns today, and I just pat her on the shoulder, and you feel just a touch better, just a tiny bit. Like one of your bruises is like healed a bit, so you get 1 HP.
And when you do that, she bursts into tears.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
You were supposed to help her, not hurt her.
Bastion, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make her cry.
And I'm not going to make a big show of this, but the gist that she says, I don't understand why they won't take good, why they won't change. Good is good. I don't understand why they won't change. So
good is good. Good is great, but their ideals are always stuck in the past. It's hard to change people like this.
This is her moment of going out in the world thinking, oh, I'm going to be a redemption, whatever. And it's not the fantasy that she imagined.
You can't, not everyone can be changed, but I'm sure there are people out there you can help.
Definitely.
And Nias would say, sometimes people just suck and you really can't do much about it.
Yep.
Words to live by.
Oh, by the way, does Dib have anything fancy on him before we grab this other gear and go?
Dib's scimitar seems to be of decent construction, so similar to your own, unlike the rest of the goblins whose scimitars are serviceable, but in really, really poor shape. You're probably taking damage from just being ripped open more than cut.
Right.
He does have a couple of javelins left as well, plus the one that he threw at somebody and missed.
Oh yeah, I'll have to get my hand axe.
Yeah.
But we'll grab his weapons and pass it out.
Yeah, so not that it helped him much, but Dib also wears a chain shirt that looks like it's quite serviceable. And his shield is also decent as well, where the shield of the other goblins are kind of chopped up wooden boards for the most part.
Is Dib's armor better than Hope's armor?
What kind of armor do you have?
What kind of armor is it? Hello?
Yep.
Hey.
Yep.
Sorry, Stephanie, we didn't hear you.
Oh, sorry. I asked if Dib's armor is better than the armor that Hope has on currently.
What kind of...
Same.
She has scale mail armor.
Scale is a little bit better than chain.
Okay.
Unless you want to live your life being stealthy, in which case you may want to trade a slightly worse armor class, but be better at stealth. But you're better off with scale mail.
Yeah, I think I was stuck with scale mail.
Okay.
We could probably bring some of these things to the blacksmith, and maybe he can melt them down and turn them into stuff something else for a shop.
That's a good idea. But how are we going to carry it?
He flexes again. I've got huge, stonkingly big muscles.
You have to do that every 5 minutes. It's just tiring.
Do what?
What you're...
I don't know what you're talking about.
He's like posing, probably doing.
No, his arms are back down to his sides. He doesn't know what you're talking about.
Okay, sure.
Sure, you don't.
I have no idea what she's saying.
He's like popping his pecs or something.
They're dancing in between each one.
So
we're gonna grab all the stuff and then grab all the boxes and leave.
Yeah. So just out of character for a moment, any equipment that's in decent shape that you wish to sell back to a merchant, you can generally get half price for it. So a chain shirt, for instance, would net you 25 gold.
Nice.
That is a lot of gold.
It's not so bad.
25 gold feels like a lot to me there. There you go.
It is when you're level 1.
So
Yeah, that's true.
you grab the crates and you slowly, forming a bit of a human chain, haul them up the ladder up to the surface itself, and then kind of regroup up on the surface here, preparing yourselves for the long trek home. It's about 2.5 hours. The rain is let up a little bit right now. The roads are a little slick. There's kind of puddles and mud puddles on the places where the topsoil still remains. But it should be a fairly safe and somewhat dry walk.
And nice. So you want to play us a song as we go?
Does Elias have his hands full? Is the question.
Oh, I'm sure you
If
could
he
sing a
does,
song.
he can't.
So Anaya,
Yeah,
if his hands are full, Anaya,
Oh,
I don't know,
say that-
tap a beat on the side of a crate or something.
Ooh, nice.
That's a good idea.
Yep. So Nias, give me a performance check.
Okay.
I'll give him advantage. I'm trained in performance.
Okay. So you'll sing along.
You get
One more
advantage.
roll.
Oh, come on! Come on!
So,
You know what? It's you guys are both really distracted, like with how
You know what? Anais doesn't have very good strength, so we'll say he's constantly having to readjust as he's playing, so it's all the rhythm's all coming out crappy.
yeah.
Yeah.
You and Bastion just can't find the right tempo. The clouds open up after an hour and it pours rain on you. You try and sing, but the rain just makes you too unhappy. You get a little cold, and in spite of the sweat of carrying these heavy crates and stuff, and eventually the last 20 minutes, you all just kind of walk in silence in your misery.
Oh, we're not miserable. We're
Aleda's
so happy.
Aleda's struggling like crazy because she's like so weak. She's gonna be sore for a week after this.
Bastion goes over, picks her up and her crate up, and puts her on his shoulder. Like, come on, we're almost there.
And she's just like, it hurts.
If I can carry you like this, I get to flex the whole way.
Oh. So
Hope could use her tail to help her balance and stop her from being knocked over backwards by slipping in the mud. Or forwards.
We're all having fun now.
There you go.
It's mud skating. On the uphill.
So
never mind.
No, go ahead.
Go on.
What happens when a snowman has a tantrum?
Don't know.
He has a meltdown.
That's really good.
All right. Shimi, give me a performance check with advantage.
That was really good.
Decent.
Come on.
Oh, yeah, you indeed are able to tell some jokes on the way back and lift the party's spirits quite a bit.
If they're all puns, then Aleda takes 1d for psychic damage.
Careful, that can kill you, Aleda.
It's okay. She only took 1 damage.
About the last 15 minutes of walking before you get to the town, you break out of the sparse forest and come into some rolling hills. There are some sheep dotting the hills, as is often the case. And almost as soon as you get out of the sparse forest and you're in clear view of the town, you hear the church bell start to ring as if in honor of the returning heroes. And your step does indeed become very light. And you feel joyful in the warm welcome you are getting. So as you walk the last 15 minutes toward town, you can see actually some of the people in town are coming out to see you and greet you, and kids are waving, and men and women alike are saying, "Oh, I think they got the goblins. Did you get the goblins? Oh, I bet they're heading for the mayor to tell them that they've saved the town. Oh, I can't wait until Bizak gets back from shepherding up in the hills. He's gonna be so proud." That's somebody who's been a little bit of a mentor to you. And indeed, as you head further into town, the church bell becomes silent and you see the town hall just ahead of you. Aleda, you're struggling with the last of the crate. Even though Bastion's carrying you, he's still got this crate like resting on your stomach. The psychic damage from the bad puns weighs heavily on you. Quick.
And the bells in the town. So much noise. Scary. Everyone's so much noise.
So much noise. Your head is booming. At least it's a slightly dim day, though, that helps you if today is indeed a little bit of a headache day for you. As you walk into the town hall, some of the people who help, like scribes and stuff, are like, "Oh, just put the crates here off to the side of the hall. What happened? What happened? Did you get them? Are they still alive? Are they going to threaten anyone?"
I think they're all dead.
We definitely killed what was there. It was a good team effort.
Sure.
Yeah, and
You all did great. I don't know what you're shoring me for.
you killed pretty much everyone down there, Bastion.
Yes, but I wouldn't have survived without all of you. Come now. I couldn't move. I couldn't move that carriage without, the inspiration from Anais and the help from Hope and Shimi and Aleda. Definitely would have been.
You also needed me to clean poop off you.
It was good, Mayor. Yes, I think we succeeded in what we needed to do. The card is moved. We should probably fill that hole in that they dug up there, but job well done.
I know what we could fill it in with. It's not going to smell very pleasant, and it'll stop anyone from trying to dig their way back in there. The poop from the hole that was behind the wagon. We could fill it with that.
I'm not touching it.
Yeah, I would rather that be an outside job.
It is outside, Aleda. Come on, now. You were just out there.
Well, you can take the pay for that job. I'm too weak for that.
Oh, that's just your.
I've got noodle arms.
It's you being modest.
No.
So the mayor looks at you and he's like, yes, 4 crates. Were you able to recover the other wagon? I guess they were using the larger one as their fortress or something, right?
Yeah.
You know, in the heat of the moment, we kind of flipped that into a giant latrine.
Okay.
So no, we did not succeed in returning that.
There was a second wagon. Any chance you saw any evidence of that?
Did we see a second wagon? I don't think
Well,
we did.
there was bits of wagon that were being used to hold open those tunnels that they dug. Would that have been it?
That could have been it. They probably dismantled it for support beams.
Yeah, I was investigating how the tunnel was made, and it looked like it was a bunch of wood and pieces from, looked like wagon, and obviously they didn't use the one that they were using as the shell for the hole that they, exterior.
Cantius kind of takes Bastion and Aleda by the arms gently and kind of walks them a few steps away from the scribes and whispers, did you happen to come across any money or anything like that?
You're the investigating one. Did you find anything?
I didn't see any money. We brought back the crates, and we investigated the bodies, and there wasn't anything on them.
Except for that armor.
Just the armor.
Weapons.
Oh yeah, the armors and the weapons that we procured from their bodies.
Cantius looks a little bit. He looks a little concerned and says, "Shit." Well,
second mission. Sixth workout. Come on.
Oh.
Come on, Mr. Mayor. You know you want to.
It'll be fun. We could go play treasure hunt.
You see, my cousin, he was meaning to send along some cash. I'm finding myself a little bit short right now, and some of the shepherds need to be paid for some work they did on my home.
We're not getting paid. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, no. The town coffers are flush. We will definitely make payment to you.
Was this personal? This is personal money.
This was personal money that my cousin was sending me.
Well, Ananias, we're getting on a second mission.
We could go play treasure hunts for sure.
I think
it'll be fun.
Was your cousin we didn't see any sign of your cousin, do you think that something happened to him specifically?
Oh,
was he even traveling with the caravan, or was he just sending it as cargo?
No. Wilfred shakes his head and says no, he wouldn't have been traveling. He just would have given a pouch to a merchant to bring up here.
Okay, so we get to go play treasure hunts.
Aleda just asked, is there anything, is everything okay, Mr. Mayor? Is it, she's just trying to, understand, if there's anything she could do to help him specifically?
Well, I think I'll be okay. I'll speak to my cousin and see if we can make other arrangements, I guess.
She'll just take one of his hands in hers, and she'll just look into his eyes and say, well, if you need anything, just let me know. And she just tried to just say, let me know if you need anything. I don't know if you need me to roll persuasion or not.
Sure, yeah. Sure. Let's give it a go. Oh.
Nat 20.
He finds great comfort in your words and says, well, I guess if you're sure you've checked their dwelling out as carefully as you could, you don't seem like the type who would keep it for yourselves. He kind of raises his eyebrows a bit. But then, he believes you.
Yeah. Don't want him to think we took it. So.
Yeah.
No, Aleda, there's no doubt in his mind as to your wonderful intentions.
Sweet. Yeah.
But do we get to play treasure hunts with to find his missing coins, or
You might have to go back out. Another day, though. It's time to drink. And 7th workout.
I thought, what happened to the 6th workout?
Already did it.
You were doing it as I was talking to the mayor, right?
He's like got 2 dumbbells in his hands. He's been doing curls the entire time you were talking to the mayor.
You're just like lifting up Anais as a weight.
just benching him.
Wee!
199, 200. All right, that's enough.
Go for 1,000. Go for 1,000.
I'm already at like 1,200 for the day.
Keep going. Keep
okay?
going.
Yeah, time for a break. I think, Bastion. Come on.
All right, I say we get a drink.
You can't drink and do that. It's either one or the other.
That's true.
You had a straw.
No, he's got a point. I like the way you think, Anais.
Oh, no, that's a bad idea.
So yeah, that's fantastic. We'll take our pay, we'll get out of here, and then we'll try and find super secret money that he needs.
All right. So I think so Mayor Wilfrin will say, look, we're going to have a little bit of a celebration in your honor in about an hour and a half, 2 hours. It's at the Inn of the Tasty Toad. You know it well. It's got a huge feast hall with a massive fireplace that always burns bright whenever there's celebrations, and it's a rowdy place. Sure to give you a good time, unless there's headaches today, in which case it might be a little painful. Maybe they can keep it to a dull roar.
Sorry.
The mayor would love it if you could attend, though, and let the townspeople shower some adoration on you. You can, of course, get cleaned up before you come, dress in your finest. He will hand you each a pouch with your reward for getting the crates back. He's a little bit saddened that there weren't any human prisoners or anything that were to be brought back as well. And certainly, having one of the 2 wagons might have helped as well. But c'est la vie. At least you got the goods, and the goblins will bother the town no more. And for that, the town is very, very thankful. All right. We are actually a little bit early, and I have a confession. I actually started a little bit easy on you because I was super worried that you'd have a really hard time with this fight. I did not expect Bastion to basically be like a lot. Dude, you were literally like one of those driving lawnmowers, just like moseying over top of the goblins. Oh, sorry, Drux, was that you? Mux? Oh.
Bonk.
I don't think I've ever rolled that good.
I've never seen you roll that good ever.
Yeah.
It wasn't an attack. It was poor. When it was hitting something, it was just like, "Oh, you're a gladiator. That's right. This is a show. Here you go." Thanks, D&D Beyond.
Subclass?
A subclass subclass, if this character ever gets to level 3, is either going to be it's probably going to be the brain, the Psy Warrior.
Ah.
Yeah, kind of feed into that
Now I kind
Kalish
of
side.
now I kind of want this to be turned into a campaign somehow, so we can see that happen.
So yeah, Bastion, by the way, has a 15 intelligence. He's very smart. He's just a bro. He's just a bro.
Yeah.
He's just a bro dude.
Yep. He's here to have fun and make everybody look good. And sometimes he accidentally steps into the spotlight because he's as big as a fucking tree.
Like he'd be friends with my character from our Saturday game.
That's true. He absolutely would be.
My character in our Saturday game is naive, like blonde fighter who just like literally grew up like just like so sheltered, comes to the small town Red Larch and just like doesn't know anything. So she's so naive and like kind of dumb, but like is just optimistic as crap and like wants to be friends with everybody and like doesn't you could tell her a lie and she'll just believe it because she just believes everyone's good and like nice. And so she's so much fun. But yeah, she would totally get all like she just big and strong and dumb. Whereas like he'd be like pink, he'd be like the brain and she'd be Pinky, essentially. But strong.
I had fun. This was very fun.
This was fun a lot. Yeah, I had a great time.
Oh, I hope so. Thanks. I
That's
will.
what I said. Please turn this into a campaign. It's fun.
Even if it's once a month, that would be
Please
great.
don't.
I had a really rough Friday game where I had 2 characters go down, and they went to 2 and 2 on their death saving throws, 2 successes, 2 fails. Everything came to their last dice, and that was after 2 failed medicine checks as well from the party, because 2 people were proficient in medicine. So I think that swayed me a bit and made me super nervous about doing a murder death kill on the party. But apparently there was no need to go so light on you. I could have gone a little bit heavier and not fudged a couple rolls. But yeah, look, my intent is to keep doing one shots once in a while, and of course you would all be welcome back. And if you want to play the same characters and see them develop a little bit more over time, I think that would be really cool. I would also say, if you want the fun of doing so, you have earned the right to level up to level 2. And you may wear that as a badge of honor, although it was only 6 goblins. One of them was a goblin boss, and you more than deserved it. Well done.
Yay!
Well done.
Good job, everybody.
I shall take the level up with pride.
Well, definitely well earned. Sorry?
It was a lot of fun, Don. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks, Don.
And
Okay,
please become a longer running.
I will talk to you all very, very soon.